Have you ever noticed that the twin flame journey seems to be even more challenging for the divine masculine? Why do they often resist the connection, struggle with their emotions, or even run away from what feels like an undeniable bond? If you've been on this path, you've likely experienced the confusion, the longing, and the deep need to understand what's truly happening beneath the surface. In today's video, we'll unravel the hidden struggles that make this journey particularly difficult for the divine masculine. While both twins undergo immense transformation, the divine masculine encounters unique emotional, psychological, and spiritual barriers that prevent them from fully embracing the connection. We'll uncover the deeper reasons behind their resistance, the fears buried in their subconscious, and what these challenges mean for your journey. By the time we reach the end of this video, you'll gain a profound new perspective on the divine masculine's experience, giving you greater clarity, patience, and wisdom in your own twin flame path. What you learn today could completely shift the way you see your connection. So I encourage you to stay with me until the very end, because what you're about to discover might be the missing key you've been searching for. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone who needs it, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on valuable insights. Now, let's get started. The nature of the divine masculine and the twin flame connection. To truly grasp why the twin flame journey is often more challenging for the divine masculine, we must first understand the essence of this energy. The divine masculine embodies the outward expression of the soul, action-oriented, logical, and deeply connected to structure, material success, and the tangible world. Unlike the divine feminine, which naturally flows with intuition, receptivity, and emotional depth, the divine masculine operates through logic, discipline, and external achievements. However, its role in the twin flame connection extends far beyond simply mirroring the divine feminine. It is about awakening to a profound spiritual and emotional depth that has often remained dormant within them. For many divine masculines, this awakening is a path they are not consciously prepared for. They may have spent their lives deeply ingrained in societal expectations that encourage strength, control, and detachment from vulnerability. As a result, they may not have fully explored their emotions or spiritual nature. When they encounter their twin flame, the divine feminine, this connection acts as a powerful catalyst, igniting aspects of themselves they may have long suppressed. The divine feminine's presence stirs something deep within them, forcing them to confront emotions they have been conditioned to avoid. This sudden and intense awakening can be overwhelming, even disorienting. The divine masculine may struggle to comprehend the depth of their feelings or the intensity of the bond. The connection challenges their perception of self, relationships, and the world, often creating inner conflict. Many find themselves caught between the comfort of their familiar, structured existence and the undeniable pull toward transformation. This internal resistance can lead to confusion, fear, or even avoidance, making the twin flame relationship feel unpredictable and, at times, threatening. Yet it is through this struggle that the divine masculine is given the opportunity to evolve, to break free from limiting patterns and step into their highest spiritual potential. Reason 1. Fear of vulnerability. One of the most profound challenges the divine masculine faces in the twin flame connection is the deep-seated fear of vulnerability. From a young age, societal norms, cultural expectations, and personal experiences shape the divine masculine's understanding of strength, often equating it with emotional suppression. They are conditioned to believe that showing emotions is a sign of weakness, leading them to build walls around their hearts to protect themselves from pain. However, the twin flame connection is unlike any other. It demands openness, emotional depth, and complete authenticity. This level of intensity can feel overwhelming, even terrifying, for the divine masculine, who has spent a lifetime guarding their true emotions. When faced with the unwavering love and unconditional acceptance of the divine feminine, the divine masculine may feel exposed, as if someone is seeing straight into the depths of their soul. This kind of vulnerability can trigger powerful fears of rejection, of not being enough, of losing control, or of being deeply hurt. The thought of allowing someone to witness their raw, unfiltered self can feel unbearable, leading to an instinctive urge to withdraw or retreat. Signs that the divine masculine struggles with vulnerability, emotional suppression, difficulty expressing emotions, especially when it comes to their twin flame. Overwhelm, feeling emotionally flooded by the intensity of the connection. Fear of exposure, a deep discomfort with being seen for who they truly are. Avoidance tendencies, running away, ghosting, or creating distance when the connection becomes too deep or intimate. For the divine masculine, learning to embrace vulnerability is one of the most crucial steps in their twin flame journey. It requires unlearning years of emotional suppression, breaking free from fears of inadequacy, and developing the courage to trust both their twin flame and themselves. Only by stepping into their emotional truth can they fully experience the profound love and spiritual transformation that the twin flame connection offers. Before we move on to the next reason, take a moment to reflect. Can you see these signs of vulnerability in yourself or your twin flame? The twin flame journey is one of deep transformation, and recognizing these struggles is the first step toward healing. If this resonates with you, let us know in the comments. Share your thoughts or simply type, "I embrace vulnerability," to affirm your growth on this path. And if you're finding this insight helpful, don't forget to like the video. It helps spread this message to more twin flames on their journey. Now, let's explore the next reason why this connection can be so challenging for the divine masculine. Reason 2, the need for control. One of the most significant challenges the divine masculine faces in the twin flame journey is their deep-rooted need for control. This energy is often associated with logic, structure, and the ability to take decisive action. As a result, many divine masculines thrive in environments where they can organize, plan, and execute their goals with precision. Their sense of security is closely tied to their ability to manage external circumstances, regulate their emotions, and maintain a firm grasp on their relationships. However, the twin flame connection does not conform to conventional rules or predictable patterns. It is an inherently spiritual experience that defies logic, requiring surrender rather than control. The intensity of the emotional and energetic bond between twin flames can shake the divine masculine to their core, disrupting their familiar sense of stability. The constant ebb and flow of emotions, the unexplainable telepathic communication, and the unpredictable shifts in energy can be overwhelming. Unlike traditional relationships, where control and planning might offer a sense of security, the twin flame journey demands trust, vulnerability, and an openness to the unknown. For the divine masculine, this lack of control can feel unsettling. They may struggle with the uncertainty of the connection, leading them to resist or even deny their emotions. This internal conflict often manifests in several ways, including avoiding emotional discussions. They may steer clear of deep conversations, fearing vulnerability or the loss of emotional composure, resisting the connection. When the intensity becomes overwhelming, they might attempt to detach or distance themselves, hoping to regain a sense of normalcy. Over-planning or over-analyzing. They may feel the need to have every aspect of the relationship figured out before taking any steps forward. Running from the connection. If emotions become too real, they may push their twin away, believing that avoidance will bring them back to stability. Ultimately, the twin flame journey challenges the divine masculine to evolve beyond their need for control. The true lesson is learning to surrender, to trust the process, embrace the unknown, and allow the connection to unfold naturally. Instead of trying to force a specific outcome or maintain emotional distance, they are invited to step into a space of deeper self-awareness and acceptance. Only by releasing control can they fully experience the profound love and transformation that the twin flame union offers. Reason 3. Spiritual resistance and awakening. The twin flame connection is not just an emotional bond, it is a catalyst for profound spiritual awakening. For the divine masculine, this awakening can feel like an earthquake, shaking the very foundation of their existence. Accustomed to navigating life through logic, external achievements, and tangible goals, they may struggle when faced with the intangible, mystical, and deeply transformative nature of the twin flame journey. When the divine masculine meets their twin flame, their soul is essentially being called to a higher level of consciousness. However, this awakening is not always gentle. It often forces them to confront deep-seated fears, unresolved traumas, and emotional wounds they have long suppressed. The twin flame connection shines a powerful light on the aspects of themselves they may not have been ready or willing to face. This can trigger intense confusion, inner turmoil, and resistance as they grapple with emotions and realizations that do not fit into their usual framework of understanding. For many divine masculines, this process is overwhelming. The shift in consciousness challenges them to rethink everything they thought they knew about love, relationships, and their very identity. The sudden emergence of synchronicities, unexplainable telepathic moments, and the feeling of being inexplicably drawn to someone on a soul level can feel disorienting. Instead of embracing the journey, they may react with skepticism, denial, or even withdrawal. Signs of spiritual resistance in the divine masculine: doubt and confusion. They struggle to accept the spiritual significance of the connection and may dismiss it as mere coincidence or emotional intensity, feeling overwhelmed or out of control. The awakening process can feel like an emotional roller coaster, making them uneasy as they lose the sense of control they once had over their lives. Denying the depth of the connection, they may resist acknowledging the power of the bond, fearing the changes it demands of them. Avoidance of internal transformation. They may push away growth opportunities, preferring to stay in their comfort zone rather than embrace the self-discovery and healing that the journey requires. Despite the initial resistance, the twin flame journey is designed to help the divine masculine evolve into their highest self. The key to navigating this awakening is surrender, trusting the process rather than fighting it. Instead of resisting, they are invited to embrace the transformation, allowing the connection to guide them toward a deeper understanding of themselves, their emotions, and their spiritual path. Only by facing their fears and opening their hearts can they truly align with their divine purpose and experience the profound love that the twin flame union offers. If you've made it this far, it means you're truly invested in understanding the twin flame journey and the challenges that come with it. The path to union isn't always easy, especially for the divine masculine, but every step, every struggle, is an opportunity for growth and transformation. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you or your twin experienced spiritual resistance or the need for control? How has this journey challenged or changed you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And if you're ready to embrace the process with trust and openness, type "I surrender to my twin flame journey" as an affirmation. Your words have power. Let them guide you toward healing and alignment. Reason 4. Struggles with self-worth. One of the most profound challenges the divine masculine faces on the twin flame journey is the struggle with self-worth. At the core of their experience lies a deep-seated feeling of inadequacy, an internal battle that often prevents them from fully embracing the extraordinary love and connection that comes with meeting their twin flame. Many divine masculines carry wounds from past experiences, whether from childhood, past relationships, or societal conditioning, that have shaped their self-perception. These wounds create a sense of unworthiness, making it difficult for them to believe that they deserve the unconditional love their twin flame offers. When the divine masculine becomes aware of the intense depth of the twin flame connection, self-doubt often creeps in. They may ask themselves, "Am I truly worthy of this love? Am I enough? Will I ever be ready?" This internal conflict can lead them to believe that they must fix themselves before fully stepping into union, even when their twin flame sees and accepts them exactly as they are. Instead of embracing the connection, they may retreat, run, or emotionally distance themselves out of fear of not measuring up. The thought of being truly seen, flaws and all, can feel overwhelming, especially when they have spent much of their lives masking their vulnerabilities. Signs that the divine masculine struggles with self-worth. A persistent feeling of being undeserving of their twin's love, leading to emotional withdrawal. Difficulty accepting compliments or acts of love from their twin or others. A deep-seated fear of failure, feeling as though they will never be good enough. A tendency to wear a mask, hiding their true self due to shame or fear of rejection. Healing self-worth is a profound and transformative process. The divine masculine must learn to see themselves through the eyes of love, not just the love of their twin flame, but more importantly, through their own self-acceptance. As they begin to embrace their intrinsic value, they open the door to deeper emotional intimacy and the courage to step into union. True healing comes not from perfection, but from self-compassion, and when the divine masculine finally realizes that they have always been enough, they become fully ready to embrace the sacred connection meant for them. To truly understand the impact of self-worth struggles in the divine masculine, imagine a man who has spent his entire life feeling like he must prove his value through external achievements. Let's call him James. James is intelligent, hardworking, and successful in many areas of life, yet deep down, he carries a lingering belief that he is never quite enough. His childhood was marked by constant pressure to meet expectations, whether from parents, teachers, or society, and whenever he fell short, he internalized the idea that love and acceptance were conditional. Fast forward to adulthood, and James finds himself in a twin flame connection with someone who sees him beyond his accomplishments, someone who loves him for his soul rather than what he can provide. Instead of feeling empowered by this love, he feels exposed and unworthy. He begins to question, why does this person love me when I don't even love myself? What if they see the real me and decide I'm not enough? These fears lead him to pull away, avoid deep conversations, and even sabotage the relationship, not because he doesn't care, but because he believes he is fundamentally unlovable. James's story reflects what many divine masculines go through. The twin flame journey is not just about love, it is about transformation. The healing begins when James starts to challenge his limiting beliefs, realizing that love is not something he must earn, but something he is inherently worthy of. He begins to practice self-acceptance, allowing himself to be vulnerable, and embracing the idea that his twin flame's love is not a mistake. It is a reflection of his own divine essence. As he learns to love himself, the walls he built around his heart begin to crumble, allowing the deep and sacred connection of the twin flame union to unfold as it was always meant to. The twin flame connection is not just a love story. It is a profound spiritual journey that pushes the divine masculine beyond their limits, forcing them to confront their deepest fears, heal old wounds, and step into their true power. Every challenge they face, from the fear of vulnerability to the struggle for control, is not a punishment, but an invitation to evolve, to awaken, and to embrace the love they are meant to embody. True transformation happens when the divine masculine learns to surrender, to trust, and to see beyond the illusions of separation. This journey is not about fixing what is broken, but about remembering who they truly are. The path may be difficult, but every step forward brings them closer to union, not just with their twin flame, but with their highest self. So, where are you on this journey? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if this message resonated with you, let us know by commenting, "I trust my twin flame journey." Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more twin flame insights. And remember, no matter where you are right now, you are exactly where you need to be. Stay patient, stay grounded, and trust that the universe is guiding you towards something extraordinary. Keep shining, beautiful souls.